If you've been putting off learning SQL because it feels like a whole programming language, you're not alone. The truth is, 3 queries cover most of what a data analyst does at work every single day. Now in this video, I'm gonna walk you through all 3 using real data step by step so you can follow along right now. Stay tuned to the end because the 3rd query is the one that turns a messy result into something you can drop into a report straight away or even in an email. Hey, I'm Arlen and welcome to Data with Arlen, where we'll be covering select with where, group by with sum, and order by. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. I am using the online IDE. It's called SQLite Online. It's great for learning SQL, running queries, and uploading test sheets. Now, the CSV that I've provided that you can get to from the description, you can import it in here. You just go to import, you go to open the file, select your file. And then when you open it, one thing I want to point out is you need to switch the column name to first line, meaning that the first line of the file is the header row. So you always want to make sure you do that. Now I've gone ahead and done that. For our example today, I've created a view called orders. I ran this query. I'll provide it to you. And then I just did a quick select star on that particular view. And I've returned these results. So now if you're not sure what to learn next on the path to data analyst work, I've put together a free data analyst career roadmap. The link is in the description. Just click on that to get access to it. One of the things I'm going to go ahead and start off with is the select and where. These are some main things. Now, every SQL query typically starts with select, just like we see here. It tells the database what columns to return. Then where filters the rows down to just the ones that you care about. So let me show you both together because this is how you'll use them in your real world scenario. I'm going to go ahead and clear this area here. I'm going to go ahead and paste this in here. So I'm selecting just these columns and from the orders view, and I'm just going to only return where region is north. And there you have it. I've just returned where region is north. We could always change this to south, east, or west, and it would just give me the corresponding information from those particular regions. And so this is great. And it's a pattern that will do most of the filtering that you'll ever need to do in a job where you're going to use the where command. All right, on to the next one, which is group by and sum. You know, now the query your manager actually wants is, instead of, let's say, listing of the individual orders, they want totals. So what you can do is use group by to roll up the totals into groups and sum, because the sum is going to add up the numbers inside each group. This is what a pivot table usually does in Excel, except you can run it in 2 seconds and share the query with anyone. So it's a lot easier and more effective than using group by. So I'm going to go ahead and paste it in here. I'm going to clear out this particular query, paste it in here. And so I'm selecting the category column and I'm summing revenue. And I'm changing it to total revenue just from the orders, and I'm grouping it by the category. So if we run this, you see that we've just got category and the total revenue. And that's great. You know, 1 row per category, 1 number for the total. The as keyword renames the column to total revenue, so it reads cleanly when you hand it off. You can even swap category with region if you like to do region. So if I swap this with region, it'll give you similar returns, but just for the region instead of for the category. So that's something that you can do as well. All right, now we're on to the next common command, which is order by. This is great for sorting the results so that it's presentation ready. So now one problem is that the results come back, as you've seen here, in really whatever order the database feels like returning. But this is not usually useful for a report. Order by sorts them. You can also add a descending or ascending, and the highest number goes to the top or vice versa, which is almost always what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a new query in here, paste that in here. And so we're selecting
from the category column, and we're summing the revenue, switching it to total revenue from, of course, the orders view, and I'm grouping it by category, and we are sorting it from descending being at the top, the highest being at the top to the lowest. And if we wanted to switch it to ascending, you just do ASC and run that, and it switches it from lowest to highest. And so this is great. This is a query where it goes from raw output to something that you can send to your director or your stakeholder without even touching Excel. And that's how you write some of the 3 top SQL queries that you'll use every day as an analyst. Select with where to filter, group by, with sum to total, and order by to sort it for presentation ready style. If you apply these today, the next time someone asks you to pull a report, you can do it straight from the database in minutes. And that is a real skill, and now you have it. Now, if this video has helped you, and I genuinely hope it did, hitting subscribe is the one thing that you can do that makes the biggest difference for this channel right now. We are building the data crew from ground up. And if you are here, you are already part of it. Every single subscriber tells YouTube that this content is worth showing to more people who need it. And it's completely free. It just takes a second. And I promise you, I will never waste your time. So now that we've gone through this, feel free to check out my next video that shows you how to present data to non-technical stakeholders, which is going to be a big thing that you're going to be doing as an analyst. The link is on the screen. Be sure to check it out, and I'll see you there.